welcome back to the channel. First of all, I would like to apologize with you guys for the long time between my last video and this one. I've been kind of busy, but I'll try to avoid letting this interfere with my modeling again. Like I've told you, I'm working on the project of a diorama of a 1950s Ford dealership, and what I did up until now on that was just to draw on the computer, on AutoCAD, the basic designs of the parts I'm going to use to make the diorama. So this way I'll have a more precise fit of things. I'm still to decide what material I'm going to use to actually build the diorama, but the basic looks of it I already have on my computer, and progress is not going to be fast, I'm afraid. In the meantime, I thought about doing another build kit review, and in that direction I choose a kit I got as a glue bomb and I restored. This one belonged to a friend of mine. He built it very early on his modeling, and when he moved from a house to a small apartment, he left me a lot of his builds, and this one I decided to restore. It's an AMT Pontiac. It's a 1962 Pontiac .421 Super Duty. This Pontiac was already painted blue, but was missing a lot of parts, and I'll try to put in the video a few pictures of how it looked like before I got it. The old paint was stripped. It was acrylic, so it was not hard to strip, and I repainted the model again in blue. It was not my first choice of paint, but I repainted it in blue to pay a little tribute to my friend that first built the kit. I was never much impressed about this particular kit, and that's because I'm a little biased by Ford products, and this of course is not a Ford, but this Pontiac really looks great. I can't describe how the kit is well engineered. It's something really to be admired, the work AMT did on this kit. And after I rebuilt this Pontiac, I got a brand new kit of the same car. In fact, I got two. I built one as a General Lee, believe you or not. And if you want to see that, leave a comment. And now I have one virgin kit on my stash of this beauty here that I plan to do a more detailed build in the future. Well, the build itself on this Pontiac, on this beautiful Catalina, is box stock. I just added some very unusual to me spark plug wires and some other detail. I'm going to show you. Let me take the camera off its tripod, show it a little better. The interior was all airbrushed in a basic red, and the dark red, the white and the silver were hand brushed with testers paints. The basic red is enamel testers, and the white and dark red are also testers but acrylic, and that's something I really recommend you to do. If you gave a base color of enamel, it's good to do the detailing with acrylic, so the acrylic won't harm the enamel and you won't risk some kind of disaster on your detailing. This car has a very cool transparent steering wheel, and it's a stock from the kit. The dash was a particular hard job to detail, but I'm quite proud of what I did on the interior of this car. And it's quite patriotic for you guys in the US. After all, it's red, white and blue on the outside. What else? I foiled the taillight lenses that have a tiny trim. Let's wait this camera to try to focus. Let's give it a help. See, it has a little detail trim that I foiled on both sides. I restored the chrome the best I could with foil, and the foil I used is my homemade foil with household aluminum foil. The mirror, it's from the AMT 64 Impala kit. I painted those white walls on the tires with my Dremel tool, and also detail painted the grille to simulate what Pontiac did on those cars. The engine is not particularly detailed. That's a little double-sided tape to keep the hood from falling off the car. The engine is quite interesting. It has a fuel line original from the kit. I just decided to add some spark plug wires, and I think it resulted really nice. After I got my Virgin kit from this same Pontiac, I was able to scan this little decal here and reproduce it to add to this kit, because I have to remove the original decal when I strip the body. The engine is only detailed with spark plug wires and paint. What's the underside is absolutely stock. You can see the GM primer and the body color overlay, overspray. It's supposed to duplicate a brand new car. And those Pontiacs, they were purpose built cars, as you can see by the rear slicks. Those cars were part of that great era of the 1960s, where you could buy a drag car practically complete from the factory. with very few modifications left for the driver to do, and this Pontiac was one of those, that hence the Super Duty name. We could also talk about the other lightweight cars that were prepared for racing, like the Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt or the lightweight Galaxies that were also race cars sold by the regular Joe to race. And of course the 1966 Ford Fairlane 500 R-Code that even had a fiberglass hood without hood hangers, just 4 hood pins, and a huge 2.4 barrel side oiler 427 FE V8. And I already showed my build on one of those kits. AMT has a kit that it's also very good. And this particular kit on this Pontiac, I repainted it in blue, but it was not special factory blue. I just painted it with Tamiya, I think it's TS15 blue, and I painted straight from the spray can. I didn't decant or anything like that, and I really enjoy the finish I get from Tamiya paints. And I didn't give the model a primer coat, as when I use Tamiya paints that are solid or non-metallic, I spray them directly on the bare plastic. And let me see, final detailings I did was to hand paint the lettering on the original AMT tires, the white walls also, to give that looks of a purpose-built car. And I think that's quite it for this poncho. I hope you guys liked this particular model, and please leave a comment and tell me what you thought of it. Thank you very much for your attention and for watching. Bye bye.